morning. It's Saturday morning. 10 minutes to noon Eastern Standard Time. And welcome to Bruce's World of Stuff. So I'm doing yard work, and let's premise the story here. Back on the 6th of this month, which is May, I contacted my gentleman I do my conversing with for Gaahleri, and told him what happened to my GHAD-68 brush, and I asked him what I could do about it, and he said he would send me a new one. I said, okay, that's awesome. So their warranty service is pretty awesome, huh? Let me show you what happened, and we'll kind of go from there. I've had this brush for over a year, I think, and admittedly I have dropped it a couple of times like this on the bench, cleaning it, and I don't think it hurt anything, but could have. But like May the 5th or 4th, I noticed my trigger finger was getting wet. I couldn't figure. I just figured messy Bruce. I was, pouring a primer and it was splashing right down over the top of the cup, because I don't put the lid on the cup when I'm using it. Okay, that's usually laying over there somewhere out of the way. I thought I was just splashing it over it. It was getting on my finger. Well, I was on live with my friends, and I went to twisting on this, and the ferrule that sits down inside the airbrush right here came out. And your brush, your cup screws into it. Let me hang on to things. My fingers are kind of tired because it's outside working. So admittedly I had it a little tight, so I went to get it off, and that's when it came off. So apparently it was leaking around here, because it was always wet back in here when I cleaned it. So I thought, well, that's just me splashing it. And like I said, I contacted Jerome, and he says he'd send me a new one. I go, okay, cool. And I explained to him what happened and so forth. And today, while I was outside trimming around the front porch and everything, and I found this package in between the brush and the porch. I don't know how long it's been there. I have no idea. One label says it was mailed May the 7th, and then the reprinted label says the 9th. I just assumed it was coming from across the waters, but apparently Gaahleri sent it from United States warehouse. So FedEx has standing orders, and there's a sign on the front porch that says all orders accepted at the back door. And I had the same problem with Chewy, and it says right on the Chewy label, back door. Deliver to back door. FedEx I found, like I said, I found this and I opened it, and it's damp on the inside. And luckily, the box has dried off. But it's not hurt any. It's not hurt any. As you can see, it's a brand new brush, so it's not hurt any. But like I said, this bag was wet on the inside. As you can see at FedEx, I've had them take my boxes and pull up out in front of the house and just roll them down the sidewalk, or ditch to the sidewalk, or the edge of the road, because it's just downhill to the sidewalk. I found them laying on the sidewalk. I don't know. I don't know what their problem is. But that happens when it's not my regular FedEx person. So I'm assuming this was delivered on a weekend. But it has rained many days since the 6th and or 7th. So I don't know how long it's been out there. So the reason why I'm telling you all this is because I just want to emphasize how well their warranty is, and I want to thank Gaahleri and Jerome for sending me this replacement. Their customer service is way past outstanding. I don't know what else to say. It's just, I mean, we'll open it up and look. I mean, it's, you see me cutting it right here, first time. So I asked Jerome, I said, what do you want me to do? He said, just to reintroduce everybody to the GHAD-68. So that's what we're doing. And let me take you out just a little bit. And then, of course, the lid has all the instructions on the inside when you tear it apart. And you get your dear customer letter, a quick guide. And this is actually very useful, especially when you tear it down. And if you're having a spray pattern problem, I've referred to this more times than one. Because like, okay, what was it that's causing that? But you can see it's a brand new airbrush, and next time we use it, we'll do a video on it. But I want to again thank Gaahleri for replacing this. They really didn't have to do that, because my question was, where could I get this at? I was going to pay for it. I mean, Gaahleri did not give this to me the first time. I bought all my airbrushes. This is the first time they've sent me anything. But it's a warranty, so yeah. But I've bought all my airbrushes, and it's just sad that we cannot seem to get FedEx to understand all deliveries go to the back door. And it's just, I don't get it. But remember, if you need an awesome airbrush, this is one to get. And you can use my code, or Paul's code, or Joe's code, or some are other people's codes, but mine's BEW, capital letters, and that'll get you 10% off your next purchase of Gaahleri.com. And they are absolutely top-notch, awesome people. They service their product, they guarantee their product, and they take care of their customers. That is extremely rare nowadays. I mean, it's awesome. This is the second time that I've had to get something replaced. First time was a nozzle on the GHAD-68. Anyway, makes you wonder there, doesn't it? I believe that's what it was. Anyhow, I want to thank all my sponsors. I want to thank ScaleFinishs.com and Gaahleri.com and BGC Resin by Reese. And those codes are Eclectic 10 for ScaleFinishs.com. Like I said earlier, capital BEW for Gaahleri.com. And AMC Live 10 for BGC Resin by Reese. And he also sponsors this channel and the AMC Livecast. Hence the name AMC Live 10. So, it's lunchtime. So take care, my friends. God bless. Love each and every one of you. We'll see you in the next video, whenever that'll be. Remember, Gaahleri.com. BEW is the code. 10% discount. Bye now. Awesome service. Greetings. Welcome back to this segment of the Gaahleri replacement brush that got broke, and Gaahleri replaced it. This is the new one. We did the box opening, so you've seen these 100 times. But my guy I talked to asked me if I would revisit the Gaahleri GHAD-68, and I said yes, I would. And my nose is running today. I apologize. Been mowing grass all day. Yeah, so it's stuck up my nose. And let Mr. Moto down so he won't be dinging all the time. Anyhow, we're going to repaint two things. A dash off of a demon. And the hood, it just fell off the pike. We're done. Okay. We'll fix that and be right back. Okay, so while the repair is being drying on the hood, I super glued that piece back on the hood so I can hang on the hood. We got our fluorescent Createx airbrush colors, fluorescent raspberry mixed up in a cup right here, and of course, yeah, I used all my stuff that I'm not supposed to use, but it works. So a lot of people do spray this straight out of the bottle. I do not. My buddy Jason does. He says he uses 30 pounds air pressure. Got right out of the 0.5 needle. Okay. I don't do that. Anyhow, so we're going to start with the dash on the demon that kind of got foobarred. Let me change cameras. Somewhere along here. There we go. So anyway, I drilled some holes in it because the decals, where were we at? Oh, up, there we go. The decals on this demon kit are way too thick. You cannot get them to sink down in there. So we drilled the hose out, and we're going to put the decals on the backside. So anyhow, there we go. We're going to spray this. It's our replacement GHD-68, and we'll show you how it works. And I just dropped the lid. There's the lid. Our paint has rested a while, so we'll pour it in the cup. We have the lid on, and then we're going to spray this dash piece. So I want to apologize in advance for the noise from the spray booth. So we're going to be spraying this with our Serenair air compressor, and it's on 23 pounds. So let's get this started. And by the way, this has Duplicolor light gray primer on it. Okay, we'll let that set and we'll be right back. Okay, so that's dried, and we'll put another coat on. Okay, we'll let that dry. We'll be right back. Okay, and coat number 3. A little heavier this time. I'm not painting the center part of the dash because I'm going to paint that black. All we're painting is the top pad and the bottom. And you can see it's kind of controlled. You can't see back there very far, can you? Anyway, it's kind of controlled. We'll let that dry and we'll be back for one more coat. Okay, so we're at coat number 3. This stuff's kind of light, so putting on light coats takes a lot more time to cover. Might have it this time. I don't know. We'll let it dry and see. Okay, so next coat should have it. As you can see, we're I'll get up here close to so I can see what I'm doing. Well, it does look like it does have some overspray in there, but I'm just painting the bottom of the pad and then the bottom of the dash panel itself. Once again, I'm going to paint the gauge area and everything black. So I'll let that dry and we'll see where we're at. Still recording, right. Okay, so there we have the dash panel painted. And we change cameras here. As you can see, it's a nice, pretty fluorescent color. It'll be a little duller, but yeah, it's that Gaahleri GHAD-68 does an awesome job of spraying, as you've seen. So we'll get the hood ready, and then we'll be putting our ScaleFinishs 58 Plymouth Tudor on there, red. And once again, that was the Createx. Yeah, fluorescent raspberry we stuck on here. It's a pretty color. So we'll get the hood prepped and ready to go, and we'll be right back. Okay, so welcome back to this segment of the getting the hood fixed for Christine. I already showed you the paint. So we've got the paint in the gun. The hood's ready to go. So we'll switch you over to the paint booth, and we're going to do a little painting. Once again, apologize for that noise. One of these days I'm going to move that switch. Yeah, I know I got the hood by the front because this back part's not dry yet. The beauty of this paint, it dries fast. We'll let that rest a minute, then we'll be right back. Okay, so we got the first coat on it. It's been tacked up for about 5 minutes. We'll put some more on it. And coat number 2. And number 3. Okay, well, there you have it. The GHAD-68 trigger airbrush is an awesome airbrush. If you're wondering what that is, that's the tag. It tells me that's got a 0.5 needle in it. I always put the protector cap back on, by the way. So this replacement airbrush works awesome. You're not going to be disappointed when you get your Gaahleri airbrush in the mail. It's one of the better airbrushes for the price that I've ever used. I use Gaahleri products exclusively. And yes, they are a sponsor, but they have not given me any of these airbrushes. I've bought them all out of my own pocket because I believe in them that much. And I will not promote anything that I don't believe in or that I feel that does not work. So if it doesn't work, I'm not going to promote it. I'm not going to recommend it. But Gaahleri airbrushes, I will recommend. They do an excellent job, and like you said, with the 0.5 needle, sprays beautifully. And you want to know, what do they look like? Okay. There's the hood. Now it looks matte because it doesn't have a clear on it. But that is an awesome, awesome paint job. And here's the dash panel with the hose in it. So, as you can see, Gaahleri airbrushes do an awesome job. Even if they weren't my sponsor, I would still tell you to go buy you a Gaahleri airbrush, because you're not going to go wrong. I have this one, and as you can see back here, there's a rack full. Turn that light the other way, maybe you can see better. There's a whole rack full. That's all Gaahleri airbrushes, and the 68 and the 39 are my favorite workhorses. I have two 68s. This has the 5 needle, the other one has the 3. The Mobius 0.3 has a 0.2 needle in it. Then I have a 39 that has the 0.3 and a 39 that has the 0.5. So I use them all. And yeah, I have a Swallowtail. But that's the newest one I have. I've not bought any of the others except for the Mobius-SP, the siphon jar one. I love that one for primer. Does an awesome job for primer. Because it has the big jars on it. You don't have to fill it up quite so much. So often, how's that? Anyhow, we're going to get out of here. This concludes our demonstration of our new warranty replacement Gaahleri airbrush. We want to thank Gaahleri again and again and again for replacing this airbrush. They did not have to. It was not what I asked. I told them what went on. I asked them if what we could do about getting a new body. Well, that was the intentions, and they sent an email back and said, "Hey, we'll just replace it." I go, "Okay." So my sales representative took care of this for me, and I want to thank him and Gaahleri once again for this awesome airbrushes that they put out. Once you go over to Gaahleri and select all the things you're going to buy, remember, use capital BEW on your checkout for your promo code, and it'll get you 10% off. So with that being said, I want to thank each and every one of my awesome sponsors. ScaleFinishs.com, which is the paint you've seen I use today. That awesome discount code is Eclectic10. And VGC Resin by Reese, which is AMC Live 10. Also the sponsor of AMC Livecast. And that's every Thursday night at 8 p.m. It's 7 Central. And we'll catch you in the next video. Be kind to your neighbors. You don't know when you're going to see them again. Thank you to all of our service people, past, present, and future, that takes care of this awesome country, such as it is. And to all of our first responders, your doctors, nurses, ambulance drivers, firemen, policemen, the whole bunch. Without all these awesome people, we would not be sitting here making videos and building models. And why do we do that? Because they're fun and frustrating at the same time. So take care, my friends. Remember, Gaahleri.com. Awesome service. Customer service. They'll take care of you. So with that being said, bye now. Love each and every one of you. Thank you to all my subscribers too. Bye.
I want to remind everybody that we are doing our first annual Breast Cancer Awareness 24-hour group build, October 11th, 2025, starting at 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time. It'll run in conjunction with Bob's Model Works Chris Cortell Annual Cancer Awareness Group Build, which runs from October 1st to October 31st. A link is in the description for that one, so check that out too and sign up for his. Also in the description is a link to the GoFundMe page I set up for the American Cancer Society. We're going to take donations the whole time we're building, and you can start now if you want. But all the proceeds are going to the American Cancer Society, so any help you can give would be greatly appreciated.